Good morning everyone. Okay, today we will continue our chapter triangle and its properties, and today we will discuss new topics and new properties. We have two special type of triangle, that is isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. SCELES. Okay, isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. We define this triangle according to the sides. We know that in a triangle we have three sides. In a triangle we have three sides. So, if any two, firstly we will discuss about the equilateral triangle. What is the equilateral triangle? A triangle in which all the three sides are equal. कोई भी triangle जिसमें three sides, all the three sides are equal, then it is called equilateral triangle. And if three sides are equal, then three angles are also equal, and each angle equal to 60 degree. This is an equilateral triangle. What is the isosceles triangle? A triangle in which any two sides are equal. किसी भी triangle में कोई भी दो sides अगर equal है, then it is called isosceles triangle. If all the sides are equal, then it is called equilateral triangle. Or if all the sides are equal, then all angles are also equal, then each angle is equal to 60 degree in it. And in isosceles triangle, the angle opposite to equal sides are equal. BC and AC sides are equal. BC, what is the opposite angle of BC? That is angle A. If this angle is X, then AC opposite angle is B. This also X. So, these are the properties of equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. So, let us discuss some questions related to this. P, Q, R, S. This angle is given to you 59 degree. This one 32 degree. And this angle is X and this one Y. Find the value of X and Y. And one more thing is given to you, that these two sides are equal. It means, now apply, see, in this two sides are equal, it means it is an isosceles triangle. So, we can say PQR. Triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. And what is the property of isosceles triangle? These two sides are equal, opposite angles are also equal. PR opposite angle is Q and QR opposite angle is P. In this triangle PQR, PR opposite angle is Q and QR opposite angle is P. It means by isosceles triangle property, we can say that angle QPR is equal to angle PQR. Why? Because it is given to you that PR is equal to QR. So, by using isosceles triangle property, I can say that the value of PQR is equal to 59 degree. Now, see, in this triangle, now apply angle sum property of a triangle. Then in triangle PQR, angle QPR plus PRQ plus PQR is equal to 180 degree, QPR 59 degree, PRQX, this is also 59 degree, 180 degree, 9, 9, 18, 5, 5, 10 or 1, 11. Then what is the value of X? 180 minus 118 degree, 10 minus 8, 2, 7 minus 1, 6, 1 minus 1, 0, 62 degree. Now see how to find out the value of Y. You can see that TQS is also a triangle. In this angle P is equal to 9 to 11, 5, 3, 8 or 1, 91 degree. And this angle Q 59 degree. Then easily we can find out by the angle sum property of a triangle the value of Y. So you can do complete your exercise 11C using isoscalars and equilateral triangle property. Now we will discuss very important topic that is related to Pythagoras theorem. Before the Pythagoras theorem, see the concept of this. Firstly, see, we know that area of a square. If ABCD is a square, then we know that the sides of a square are equal. If all the sides of a square are equal, it means what is the area of square? That is a square unit. Okay. Now see, if we want to take square root, then what is the meaning of square root? Suppose 9, then square root of 9 is equal to 3, 25, then square root of 25 is equal to 5, like this. Third, a right angle. Very important thing in this, a right angle. ABC. This is a right angle. In this right angle, we know that one of the angle is equal to 90 degree. And the side opposite to 90 degree is the longest side and called hypotenuse. What is this? NUSE. Okay, right. What is the longest side of a 90 degree is called hypotenuse. See, how to find out the formula of Pythagoras theorem when you make a square on this. A simple right angle take. Suppose side A, then square of it A square, this one B square, this one C square. Then when we calculate it, then you find out that B square becomes A square plus C square. It means the square of the longest side, जो longest side पे square बना है, उसका area small sides के squares के areas के sum के equal होता है. That's why from this we find the concept of Pythagoras theorem that in a right angle triangle, square of longest side is equal to sum of the square of another two sides. These are called sometimes legs of a right angle triangle. And this longest side is hypotenuse. And one more thing, see. Suppose on a line, if you have one perpendicular and another sides like this, then you find out that this perpendicular length is always less than from another sides. This perpendicular length is the smallest from all these sides. So this is the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Basically we will use the formula that the hypotenuse square, this one is called base and this one is called perpendicular. So we can say hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. This is the Pythagoras theorem formulas which we will use in our word problems, in our questions. See some examples. See your first examples. Find the length of the hypotenuse. Find the length of the hypotenuse of right triangle having other sides of length 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter. Then firstly draw the figure for this. Find the length of the hypotenuse right angle triangle. One more thing, this Pythagoras theorem formula always applicable on the right angle triangle only. So firstly we make the right angle triangle. Find the length of the hypotenuse. It means we have to find out this one length and the other two length. Doesn't matter, you can take this one 6, this one 8 or this one 6, this one 8. So I take this one 6 centimeter. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. This is 8 square plus 6 square. 8 square is equal to 64, 6 square 36. Then AC is equal to, take the square root both sides, then it becomes square root of 100 is equal to 10 centimeter. So what is the value of this hypotenuse? This is a 10 centimeter. Okay, see another examples. Calculate the length of the wire supporting the tree. One tree is here. One wire is here. This is given to you 2 meter length. And this one right angle and 1.5 meter. Then find the value of x. See, this type of question you can see easily. This is also making a right angle triangle because its angle is 90 degree. So we can apply easily Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. 1.5 square 2.25, it becomes 6.25. X is equal to root 6.25. If you want to make easy, then it becomes 625 upon 100. Root 625 is 25 and 100 this, then it becomes 2.5 centimeter. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem like this. Okay, now see. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. What is the meaning of converse of Pythagoras theorem? Converse of Pythagoras theorem means if we prove that hypotenuse square or longest side square is the sum of the other two sides, square of other two sides, then it means given triangle is a right angle triangle. It means any triangle if satisfy this one condition, then their A should be the longest side of a triangle. किसी भी ट्राइंगल की लॉन्गेस्ट साइड का स्क्वायर अनदर टू साइड्स के स्क्वायर के सम के इक्वल है, देन वी कैन से गिवन ट्राइंगल इज अ राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल. नाउ सी एग्जांपल सी. Arvind wishes to check whether the walls are at right angle or not. Arvind wishes to check whether the walls are the right angle or not. He measures A, B, C, D and C and checks whether longest side square is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining side or not. So what is given to you like this? A, B, there are 4 blocks. It is given to you that AB, this is 240 centimeter and this one is 70 centimeter. Then and longest side is given to you 250 centimeter. These all three sides are given to you and we want to check, Arvind want to check that this given wall is in right angle or not. The same thing we will apply here, that what is the longest? 240, 70, 250. Which one is the longest side? Longest side is AC. It means we take square of AC. Become 625 centimeter square. Then AB is equal to 240. 240 square, it means 240 into 240. 576 centimeter square. Now AB square it is. BC square 70 square, that is equal to 970 square. Now check these two sides sum is equal to 57600 plus 4900. 6 or 9 15, 7 4 11. This is 625 centimeter square, that is equal to AC square. It means it follows the Pythagoras theorem formula. Then by converse of Pythagoras theorem we can say this given triangle is a right triangle. Okay student, one last question we will discuss now, then after you can do your 11 C and D exercise in your notebook. Your garden is in the shape of a rectangle. Your garden is in a shape of a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle that measures 24 meter by 32 meter. It means I can take anything. You want to put a diagonal walk from corner to corner across the garden. What will be the length of the walk? You want to take diagonal walk. It means we want to find out the length of BD. We know that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. So in this figure we can say that triangle BCD is a right angle triangle. or if it is a right angle triangle, it means we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. Then apply this Pythagoras theorem, it means BC square plus CD square is equal to BD square. 24 square plus 32 square is equal to BD square. 24 576, 32 square 1024 is equal to BD square. 6 4 10, 7 to 9 or 1 10. This 1600 is equal to BD square. Take the square root of it. Then we find out the value of BD, that is equal to 40 centimeter. It means what is the length of the diagonal in it, that is equal to 40 centimeter. Okay student, now you can do complete your 11C and D exercise in your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.